Welcome aboard, virtual aviators. Today we're departing from Madrid Barajas and flying toward the scenic shores of Palma de Mallorca. But this flight isn't just a typical hop across the Iberian Peninsula. No, this journey is powered by the newly released AI Living World product by SayIntentions.AI, which of course transforms our simulation into a living, breathing experience full of AI-injected traffic. Before we lift off, I'll walk you through the flight plan, the departure and arrival procedures, and introduce our flight crew. The charts are prepped, VR is loaded, and the skies are calling. Our route today takes us briefly north from Madrid, but then back southeast across the southern extremities of the Iberian mountain system, exiting the peninsula just to the south of Valencia, then entering the Mediterranean, passing to the north of Ibiza, and finally on descent, crossing onto the northwest side of the island of Mallorca, skirting the Serra de Tramuntana mountain range, and then just before reaching Alcudia Bay, turning back to the southwest towards Palma to land on runway 24 left. We're operating as Ryanair 2053, my first simulated Ryanair flight with SayIntentions in the PMDG 737-800. 397 nautical miles en route, 14,600 pounds of fuel loaded with an anticipated en-route burn of 6,400 pounds plus 500 on the taxi. Zero fuel weight is 137,000 pounds. We were filed to depart runway 36 left on the Nando 3 November SID, cruising at 30,000 feet with a cost index of 5.4, then flying the Godox 3 Papa arrival and expecting the ILS Yankee 24 left approach into Palma. Weather information is listed at the bottom. Winds are out of the due south at 6 knots in Madrid, 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit with variable winds at 1 knot at our destination. Almost a cloudless day with a few low-hanging clouds in Palma. They actually switched us from departing 36 left to runway 14 left, and from the Nando 3 November to the Nando 3 Victor departure, which takes us more directly southeast on a pretty much unrestricted climb, still exiting the SID at Nando. The Godox 3 Papa arrival takes us northeast on our descent, paralleling the Tramuntana Mountains that skirt the northwest edge of the island of Mallorca, and it dumps us at Post, Papa Oscar Sierra, at which point we'd expect vectors back to the south near the bay and onto the final approach course of 237 degrees, intercepting the localizer at Bavoum and the glide slope at Obumu at 2,500 feet MSL, and that's pretty much it. In the right seat today is Nigel, and we have Alejandro in the back. Alejandro, who actually goes by Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de Torre Caldo Municipal de Real Madrid, or something like that, is actually a native Spaniard from Valencia, which coincidentally will be passing by on the east coast of Spain. This is the first flight I've flown with these gentlemen, but I definitely fly with them again. As you'll see, the flight today is fairly routine, beautiful weather. The island of Mallorca and Palma Payware are must-see attractions in the sim. SayIntentions and the AI Living World are always on point. There were some brief pressurization challenges on climb out as I'd uncharacteristically simply forgotten to re-engage the packs after engine start. This is why we have checklists. But it's a simulation after all, so I just corrected the problem and pressed on. I hope there were no hypoxic passengers in the end. The arrival into Palma is beautiful, but SayIntentions had a bit of a surprise in store for us on final approach with some avian activity, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, it's time to teleport us to the hold short line of 14 left at Madrid Barajas Airport. Buen viaje and enjoy the flight. Barajas Tower, buenos dias. Ryanair 2053. Holding short of 14 left, ready for departure.
Ryanair 2053, Barajas Tower, runway 14 left, winds 200 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 14 left, Ryanair 2053. Nigel, you have the comms.
I've got the comms now, Captain. Let's get ready for departure.
Stable and toga. Airspeed is alive. Takeoff thrust is set. 80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Ryanair 2053. Contact departure on 118.4. France Soleil 40 Mike Echo. Contact departure on 118.4. Switching to departure on 118.4. Ryanair 2053. Madrid departure, Ryanair 2053, morning, climbing past 3000. Ryanair 2053, Madrid departure identified. Direct Mike Delta 801.
Thumbs up.
Ryanair 2053, Madrid departure. Climb flight level 220. Climbing flight level 220, Ryanair 2053. Delta 126, proceed direct Rilco. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 18 right approach. Descend and maintain flight level 110 until established. Descending to 11, 1000 cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 18 right approach, Delta 126. Ryanair 2053, climb flight level 250. Climbing flight level 250, Ryanair 2053. Barajas Tower, Delta 126, established on the RNAV Yankee runway 18 right. Delta 126, Delta 126, roger.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I am pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Feel free to connect to our onboard Wi-Fi service as well. We will be cruising for approximately 1 hour and 2 minutes, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you for choosing Ryanair, and gracias.
Autopilot Command A.
Ryanair 2053, climb flight level 300.
Contacting Madrid control on 133.8537298.
Climbing to flight level 300, Ryanair 2053.
Madrid departure, Ryanair 2053 with a PIREP, climbing flight level 160 and experiencing some light chop.
Ryanair 2053, continue climb flight level 300. Report if conditions worsen.
climbing flight level 300. We'll report if conditions worsen. Ryanair 2053.
Ryanair 2053, contact Madrid Control on 134.355.
Switching to Madrid Control on 134.355. Ryanair 2053. Madrid Control, Ryanair 2053, morning. Climbing through flight level 180 for flight level 300.
Ryanair 2053, Madrid Control, identified. Saludos. Ryanair 2053, Madrid Control, expected Godot 3 Papa arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes.
Expecting the Godot 3 Papa arrival. Planning for descent in about 20 minutes. Ryanair 2053.
Alejandro, I'm going to go ahead and extinguish the fasten seatbelt signs for just a few minutes, but just remember, this is a very short flight. We'll be on the ground in Palma de Mallorca in approximately 45 minutes. So there isn't a lot of time for cabin service, and aside from a very short bathroom break, the passenger should remain seated. Thank you.
Okay, Captain. I'll inform the cabin crew and prepare for a brief service. Thank you for the update. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached cruising altitude, and we will now begin our snack and drink service. Today, we have some delightful options for you, including our Mediterranean snack box for just €7 and refreshing Heineken 0.046 euros. Remember, all payments on board are cash-free, so please have your credit or debit cards ready. After our service, we will also have articles from the Ryanair shop available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight. Gracias.
Thanks, Nigel. I've got the comms now. Hi, Alejandro. I have some information about our arrival in Palma de Mallorca that you might want to pass on to our guests. Winds are variable at 3 miles per hour. There's a layer of broken clouds at 2,200 feet. Temperatures are 26 degrees. Should be beautiful weather when we land in about 40 minutes, and I'll keep you apprised of our progress. Gracias, amigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de la Torre y Pat Cierres del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid speaking. We have some lovely news about our arrival in Palma de Mallorca. The winds are variable at just 3 miles per hour, and there's a layer of broken clouds at 2,200 feet. The temperature is a delightful 26 degrees Celsius, so it should be beautiful weather when we land in about 40 minutes. Thank you for your attention, and we appreciate your patience. Gracias.
Hi,
Ryanair
Alejandro.
2053.
I understand that
Contact
you're
Barcelona
from
Control on
Valencia, and I just wanted to let you know that
135.355.
we should be able to see Valencia, your hometown, out the left side of the aircraft. So you may want to wave and say hola. Thanks, amigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de la Torre y Base Res del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid speaking. If you look out to the left side of the aircraft, you might just catch a glimpse of my beautiful hometown, Valencia. So feel free to wave and say hola to the lovely city below. Thank you for flying with us today and enjoy the view. Gracias.
Hola, Alejandro. Just wanted to let you know we'll be starting our descent in the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay, Captain, I will prepare the cabin for descent.
Beauty 5 Lima Victor, contact Valencia, approach on 120.1. Contact Barcelona Control on 135.355.
Contacting Barcelona Control on 135.355. Ryanair 2053. See ya. Barcelona Control, buenos dias. Ryanair 2053 with you at flight level 300.
Ryanair 2053, Barcelona Control, identified. Good morning.
Barcelona Control, Ryanair 2053 requesting descent.
Ryanair 2053, cleared Godo 3, Papa arrival into Palma. Whenever you'd like descent, flight level 210.
Cleared for the Godo 3 Papa arrival, descend to flight level 210, Ryanair 2053. Gracias.
Ryanair 2053, cross Rupit at flight level 140.
Cross Rupit at flight level 140, Ryanair 2053. Hola Alejandro, we've just begun our descent and we should be on the ground in another 20 minutes or so.
Okay, Captain, I will prepare the cabin for landing.
Descent, flight level 060, QNH 1008.
Descend flight level 060 and the QNH is 1008. Ryanair 2053.
Barcelona clearance, Delta 169. We have Lima on board. Request IFR clearance to JFK.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Barcelona Control, what runway can we expect for Ryanair 2053?
Ryanair 2053, expect the ILS approach for runway 24 left at Palma.
Expecting ILS 24 left approach in Palma. Ryanair 2053, thank you. Alright, Nigel, I'm ready for the approach briefing. Seatbelt signs off.
We'll be arriving in Palma on runway 24 left using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Godot 3 Papa arrival. Transition level is 70. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 24 left. Weather at arrival shows winds 355 at 2 knots, broken clouds at 2200 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 6244. An approach frequency will be 118.005. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Thanks, Nigel. You got a couple of things wrong there. I just wanted to let you know. It's final approach speed is actually going to be 154 knots. It is going to be flaps 30 landing. The ILS localizer frequency is actually 109.3. Final approach course is going to be 237. We've got all that set up. Minimums are going to be 219 MSL, and we should be landing in 23 minutes. Auto brake set to 3.
Thanks for the update, Captain. We'll adjust the final approach speed to 154 knots, flaps 30 for landing, and confirm the ILS frequency as 109.3, with a final approach course of 237. Minimum set at 219 MSL.
That's all correct. Glad we have agreement. Thanks, Nigel.
You're welcome, Captain. Ready for the descent and approach.
Hi, Alejandro. You may have noticed a few moments ago I turned on the fasten seatbelt signs, and they'll remain on for the rest of the flight. We should be landing in approximately 22 minutes. Thanks.
Okay, Captain, I will inform the passengers that the fasten seatbelt signs are on and we will be landing in approximately 22 minutes.
Ryanair 2053, contact Palma Control on 118.005.
Contacting Palma Control on 118.005, Ryanair 2053. Palma Control, Buenos Dias, Ryanair 2053, out of flight level 140, descending flight level 060 on the Godot 3 Papa arrival.
Ryanair 2053, Palma Control, identified. Good morning. Expect the ILS Yankee, runway 24 left approach into Palma.
Expecting ILS Yankee 24 left approach into Palma, Ryanair 2053. Palma, for Ryanair 2053, could you confirm the transition altitude at Palma?
Ryanair 2053, transition altitude at Palma is 6,000 feet.
Confirmed transition altitude 6,000 feet. Ryanair 2053. Hola, Alejandro. The island of Palma is just in front of us. We'll be passing over land in a couple of seconds. Out the left side of the aircraft, passengers should be able to see the city of Andratx, and then on the right, the port of Santa Ponsa. Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de la Torre y Vía Tierres del campo rodajes de arriendo alcalde municipal del Real Madrid speaking. We are now passing over the beautiful island of Palma. If you look out to the left side of the aircraft, you should be able to see the charming city of Andratx, and on the right, the lovely port of
391,
Santa Ponsa.
vectors cancelled.
Enjoy the view.
Continue direct at
Gracias.
6,000 feet.
40 Quebec Hotel, flight level 150.
Ryanair 40 Quebec Hotel, radar contact. Ryanair 4466. Proceed direct OBU Mu. Descend altitude 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 left approach.
Ryanair 4466, proceed direct Abumo. Descend altitude 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24
Captain
left
cabin is
approach.
ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Contact
Alejandro
Palma Tower
Alondros
on
y
122.1.
Haciendas García de la Torre y Gutiérrez del
Ryanair
Campo
4466,
Rodríguez de Arrieta,
contact
alcalde
Palma Tower
municipal del Real Madrid
122.1.
speaking.
Today.
We are now beginning our final approach into Palma.
Ryanair
Please turn off your
40
electronic
Quebec Hotel,
devices and
proceed
store them
direct.
until we arrive
Piarco,
at the gate.
port of
Kindly
Sky.
put your tray
Cleared
tables
for the
away.
ILS
Ensure
Zulu
your
runway
seats are in their
24
full
left
upright
approach.
position and fasten your
Descend and
seatbelts.
maintain
We will
altitude
be landing in
5,000 until
approximately
established.
22 minutes. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the view.
Swiss 242 Echo, Roger. Ryanair 2053. Proceed direct Obu Mu. Descend altitude 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 left approach.
Direct Abumu. Descend to 2,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 left approach. Ryanair 2053.
Moonflower 63 Hotel.
Palma approach. Eurowings 61. Echo. Flight level 150.
Eurowings 61 Echo. Radar contact. Air France 1554, contact Barcelona Control on 135.355.
Over to Barcelona Control on 135.355, Air France 1554.
I will inform the cabin crew to take their
Boeing
seats for
73
landing.
Lema.
Departure, hello, Ryanair 61 Bravo uniform with you, flight level 46.
Ryanair 61 Bravo uniform, Palma Control departure, identified. Climb via the state to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level.
Marabu 6 Victor Golf. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 12-1-2000.
Up to 12-1-2000, Marabou 6 Victor Golf.
Switching to Palma Tower on 122.1. Ryanair 2053. Palma Tower, Ryanair 2053 morning. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 24 left.
Ryanair 2053, Palma Tower. Roger, continue approach.
Intercepting localizer. Fox 5. Capturing glide slope. Gear down, flaps 50.
Ryanair 2053, Palma Tower, winds calm. Runway 24 left, clear to land. Caution bird activity.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Ryanair 2053.
Iberia 069er. Contact departure on 118.005.
Right director's off. Auto throttle is off. And
1,000.
Crosswind from the left. Approaching minimums. Minimums. Continue.
100. 50.
Whoa.
30. 20. 10.
Reverse. Speed brakes up. Auto brakes 3. 80 knots. 60 knots. Manual braking.
Ryanair 2053, welcome to Palma. Contact ground on 121.705 mile.
Switching to ground on 121.705. Ryanair 2053.
Good to know.
Palma ground, Ryanair 2053. Cleared of runway 24 left. Good morning. We're ready to taxi to the gate.
Ryanair 2053, Palma ground, taxi to apron R 16153, via Hotel 8, South, Quebec, Yankee 3, LEMA, Quebec. Have a good day.
On behalf of Captain Marshall Base 13,
Taxi to apron
First
via
Officer
Hotel
Nigel,
8
and the
South,
entire
Quebec,
crew,
Yankee
we
3,
thank you
Lima,
for
Quebec.
flying with
Ryanair
today.
2053.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. Did you know that Palma is famous for its stunning Gothic cathedral, La Seu, and beautiful beaches? We hope you enjoy your time here.
Ground 0361, parkage on gate 20. Thank you for your service and have a nice day. Roger, 0361.
Eurowings 43, Hotel Contact Tower on 122.1. Europa 6012, Contact Tower on 132.1.
Parking brake. APU gens. Engine cutoff. Seatbelts. Fuel pumps off.